It's a little bit sketchy going down here. A bit slippery and loose rocks. Gotta watch your footing. It's literally just a big pile of rust. Not much left. I'm not climbing on this at all. Oh no, my shoes! No way! Okay, and now for the climb back up.